Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me here in Timberborn as we continue our playthrough of Birchbark Falls, the Timberborn Canyon map, where we have turned things into hopefully a better place for our beavers. We're starting cycle 12 today. The beavers are getting on with it. Now, a couple things that did get finished, and I didn't really notice this, but it's something that we definitely need to pay attention to, is that we have our observatory that's ready to go up here. And we have all these guys that are normally down here, all of these inventors. I think we're going to delete these. It'll give us some logs back, but hopefully what this will do is it will give us, I believe that this will give us more research. It's 10 research every quarter of an hour, while these are 1 research every hour. So we can probably eliminate all of these guys as long as we... Yeah, we'll get rid of this one then too. And we'll probably get rid of this inventor as well, but I haven't decided on that just yet. We'll probably leave our friendly observatory here. It does need power to operate, and I've forgotten about that. So maybe that was a little bit of a foolish endeavor there. Let's see. So how much power does it need? It needs a lot. All right. Well, we're kind of a ways away from... That should give us 50. And then, because I just kind of jumped into this, I mean, we're 1.1k science, so it's not the end of the world. And then let's get some paths around here. There we go. Now, we probably could do a little funky thing here where we... Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. Anyways, we'll wait for that to get going. That's going to be something that happens here. And these are just lots and lots of logs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's like 80 logs. We're kind of low on logs right now. But we've got our water going back up again, and we've got plenty of food, so all of this stuff is gonna... Yeah, and they're... I guess we could have them chop those trees instead of just replacing them. I think it's okay. I want to start flooding this out again in the near future, but taking a look at our little project over here, where we're gonna do a bad water divert. I think we'll go ahead and tip off this explosion. So cool. So cool. We can get rid of these stairs now, of course. And then we've got some more dynamite to place. It still kills me that dynamite is under landscaping. I just love it. If you are doing landscaping via dynamite, good on ya. That is one of those things that I'll never get old. So cycle 12, we obviously have some goals to get more dynamite created. We have a power wheel here. The explosives factory needs to be priority. This will be priority as well. And then, of course, our builders. We kind of need more people. I'm sorry. We kind of need more beavers. In this colony. we go. We'll definitely start raising this as we can here. We don't want to affect our productivity of our machines downstream too terribly much. We did let all of our bad water out from there. If we can get a drought for the next, at the end of this cycle, that would be really fantastic, because I think our tapper's shack, we don't get very much pine resin when everything dies like that. Same with our oak trees. These take a long time, so if we get a bad water, it basically just erases all of our progress there. Which might be time to actually think about, you know, perhaps just running a contamination barrier all the way across here. I don't know. I'm hoping that with our new zip line, that we can get these explosives installed a little bit quicker. As you can see them ripping on up there, getting those explosives installed. And I don't think I've actually talked about generally what my plan is for this, but we're going to basically go around, have a little, I think this is 3 wide here, 1, 2, 3, maybe it's 4 wide. We'll do something like that, 4 wide, and we'll put some sluice gates on it, and it will open up when contamination is detected. Our normal area will open up when there's no contamination. Let's get up to 50 here. Actually, this will fill up really fast, so we can go all the way up to 2. Nobody's working right now. It'll start flowing almost as soon as the beavers wake up. There we go. Excellent. Now this part we have to do over the course of a couple of days. Because we certainly don't want... Yeah, we've dried everything up down here already. And, oh, you know what? We're probably going to go without science for a very long time here, unfortunately. Maybe I should have put this down here. I don't know. Why don't you have... You don't have any wheat. Okay, yeah, we're waiting on wheat. Be a few days. Now we got a beaver out here. Keeping our explosives going. 5 bad water. We really don't need all these 2 pumps. This one's been doing just fine. This is a zigzag of zip lines. Would you ride on a zip line made by a beaver? I don't think that I would. Look at it's going much faster now. That's actually really impressive. Very happy to see that, because we definitely need to expand this area here. I want to make this a much larger reservoir. And we are still at 18-hour work days. I think we're just going to keep the beavers there. Want to try and recover from the bad tide as quickly as possible. There we go, everybody's done for the day. We're just about done for the day. Let's see if we can get up to 3 on this guy. I don't know that this will actually let us do that, but we'll see. It's a long ways to get all of those things of dynamite across the map. You can do it. He's gonna go have a little bit of a dinner now. Yeah, we almost made it. No, maybe we didn't almost make it. That's okay. Day 4 is going to be fine. Here comes the water again. Really messing up our productivity there. I'm going to mark these trees for cutting over here. Just because... we can. We do have a beaver that can be here. Yeah, so we'll get some stuff going on there. Right now, what we're doing here is we're going to be building... a divert for this bad water. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we're going to try it. We're going to try and drop it off over in this area here. So, we do have some beavers that are working on this. Let's see if they're actually gonna do that. Everything's flowing again. We're at what? 2.5? Okay, so about 0.45 a day on this particular reservoir. Almost done over there. I kind of think that these are a little bit more... construction site did move. These are a little bit more important. We want to keep that research coming in, you guys. I know we're trying to build that levee over there to do our bad water divert. I did forget that one. I don't know if that's the most efficient way to do that. I'm sure somebody has a better way to organize those power wheels. That isn't just, you know, kind of sitting like that. It's a little silly. So hoping for a drought and not a bad tide coming up here at the end of this cycle. It really takes a while. Boy, maybe 0.45 wasn't even realistic. It's almost there. Comes the carrot harvest. Yeah, now there's water moving. We burned like a third of the day trying to fill that thing up. I guess I need to start paying attention to it more often. Or more closely. I think it's the right way to say that. Okay, 3 more and then we're going to blow this part of the hillside. Lots of carrots coming in. I love carrot harvest. Thinking about, too, if there's a way that we can network this thing in over here. And I kind of like the idea of another zipline station right there. And then we just leave that there. Logs, planks, and metal blocks. And then we can basically add a connection to here. And what that'll do is it'll make beavers carrying metal. They'll kind of take a little bit more of a roundabout way. But you can see they're like hauling stuff back over here. That's hilarious. To build this thing. Once we get it built though, then carrying the metal will just go through the zipline network. There we go. So it takes us about 5 days to refill that reservoir. Which means that this is going to be really important to get this bad water divert taken care of. So that's going to be our main focus for Cycle 12 and likely Cycle 13, if I'm being 100% honest. I like what I'm seeing out of this with the power wheel on it. Where is the... I'm looking for the power source. Okay, so it's way the heck over here. This would be nice. Geothermal. And we might be able to take this bad water and just do a bad water redirect and just have a big industrial thing over here. I think that would be cool. Okay, so the reservoir is full. And water is, again, flowing. We're losing all the power on this end over here, though, which is fine. Waiting on that wheat harvest. I'm wondering if there's a way that we could do some irrigation of these fields without, like, now that we have this barrier here, we won't need this barrier forever, so I'm not going to extend the barrier, which also means that we wouldn't need to do additional irrigation tunnels to keep everything green along here, because this is going to only be pure water at some point. After we get this divert done as well, though. I have to remember that. We may as well just put... It wants a path here. I don't know if it actually needs a path. I guess we do have some trees up here that we could get after if we wanted to. We're just waiting on logs for that. Logs and planks. Plenty of planks. It's just a matter of getting it over there for the beavers. We're low on logs. And nothing is going to be mature here. So let's make this a high priority for tomorrow. And we'll have him get after some of those. We'll do this forester here and don't replant. Oh, replant dead trees not marked for cutting. So he's not going to replant any of these. He'll just replant the ones that that we need, that get gnawed down. Is that how you say it? We could also do this. We'll do our lumberjack flag. We'll just toss another lumberjack in here. Yeah, so the forester's out there redoing that. That's great. Now, there's nothing to harvest here, so we're going to pause that. Free up a beaver to go do some other work. Other more useful work. Oops. We'll do that with this guy here as well. Always use more haulers. I guess we still are making some. How about our builders? Yeah, we still have 1 vacancy and 3 incapacitated. So we're at 63 with 3 extra beds. So we get 66 total. And our frun... I don't know what visitors means. We're still waiting to make extract. And that is one of these buildings up here. It's the centrifuge, I believe. Yes. And this also needs power as well. Wonder if we can get... Can we get over there? No, probably not. Just throw another windmill down. Just doing a lot of, like, little kind of here and there type of jobs. We'll throw another windmill down, I suppose. We might do an additional windmill up there as well, but it'll take a while to get that done. Certainly beyond what we've got going on here. There's a birch tree that's ready to go. These lumberjacks can hit it, though, so that's perfect. But you... Yeah, you can. So there's some dandelions we can pick up. We'll unpause that. Oh. I forgot about this. We got another explosion here to go, boys and girls. Love it. Slow but sure. That's how we like to do it. May as well do some more designation there. There we go. It won't be quite ready, but if I forget again, we'll have some more options. No potatoes. We got 94 roast potatoes, 865 bread, so the beavers are eating the bread. And not quite to the point where... Whoops, no. No, I don't need you on there. Let's pause that. Sorry, guys. It would really help if I would stop giving them really useless tasks to do. I'll tell you that much. Got this entire row here, too. I'm not sure what exactly I want to use it for. We'll leave it blank for now. But we'll definitely be... I'll unpause this guy, too. And the question is, do we want to expand the colony with one more of these large lodges, or triple lodges? I think the answer is going to be no. Wait on the logs there. Yeah, we're kind of bottlenecked by our logs. Which means that, yeah, there's not really a lot that we can do about that. That's logging for you. Could go up onto the ridge and get these guys. We could also go and get these, but that's kind of a little bit of a trot. Yeah, we're under by... We have 4 vacancies. Yeah, 4 vacancies. We need more beavers. I'm just really really discouraged, or really concerned, that... Really concerned that we'll run into another situation with our food like we did before. No logs. We definitely don't want to lose... bread's going down, potatoes are going down. This wheat should be just about ready. Couple more days now. More carrots are coming in. There's a bunch of logs up there. Once we get this one blown up, maybe we can make a little path over here and go after those logs. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. Make a little path here, just to remind ourselves. That way when this finishes, it's just an explosion. Just an explosion away. I don't know if the zip line is faster. It sure does seem like it, though, doesn't it? I guess what I should say is, obviously it's faster. I just don't know exactly how much faster it is. Okay, there we go. We can unmark these now. Pause this one. Six babies, okay. We have a few days before we get all of those guys going. Wow, they really went after this wind turbine here. Bring in more carrots. The food supply seems to be okay for what we have. So as much as I would love to expand the population, it really can't. Really can't be. Okay, so science is going to be second from the top priority. Someone jump on that guy. Oh my gosh. Let's pause this. Just missing one shaft, guys. Oh, are you kidding me? And this can't be built now. Really? Seriously? Alright. That's embarrassing. You gotta wonder. It makes you wonder what the beavers think of their human overlords. We just need one logs, guys. There's a whole bunch of logs right there. Cycle 12, day 10. The carrot harvest looks great. 445. That's excellent. And the wheat, I think, is... yeah, we're just a little ways out. Bread is really useful. It's got such a high... like, this field produces, like, thousands of bread. It's really, really interesting. How much does that geothermal thing produce? Only 400 HP. That's crazy low. For as rare as it is, you'd think you would get a little bit more than 400 HP. That's like 2 centrifuges, right? Yeah, I mean, 2 centrifuges, guys. That's crazy. It's really crazy. We've got a real major log shortage going on right now. And the bad tides really, really impact this. I guess I could extend my contamination barrier. You know, it would be a challenge, because we'd have to basically take these two out and then just go along here. I'm not sure I'm willing to do that. $38 out of 60 planks. Okay. Centrifuge is almost done. We're gonna have more jobs than we know what to do with, too. Like, honestly. Here comes the wheat. That means that this is all gonna... Yeah, the grist mill's already humming. Which means these bakeries... They're starting out. They're gonna run out of logs, though, if we're not careful. Yeah, we got lumberjacks. Let's see, we got 2 lumberjacks working. And the forester that's putting more trees back in. This looks really cool as they're pulling stuff out and grabbing more. Or planting more. We're gonna push the beavers just a little bit, 19 hours. Put a wood gathering, 2 lumberjack flags here and there. We'll mark this for cutting. Perfect. We don't need that, but, you know, it'll be nice. Nice to have. Wouldn't mind a long drought this time around, guys. I think we can weather a long drought. Okay, so now we got our power wheel done. Can actually unpause these. And that should give us, yeah, 4 vacancies. Six children. You're not doing anything. You'd be harvesting dandelions. You're full. Okay. Just pause that. Break away and start giving our observatory some power. Excellent. And we're going to need these overhangs for sure. We're going to need all of them. We'll do that one, and then that one as well. Perfect. These take a lot of logs and metal, so we will not build them just yet. I don't want the overhang here because then if we do get a bad tide, those are going to have to be like the last thing that we put in, you know? Construction lacks 28 materials. Yeah, all these guys lacking materials. It's all stocked up behind our logs. If we get another bad tide, that's just gonna really be disappointing because it's gonna kill all of the oak that we have here. So yeah, we're kind of in this holding pattern where we want to charge forward. I want to add beavers so that we don't have all of these vacancies. But adding beavers puts a lot of strain on our food industry, and putting strain on our food industry right now just doesn't seem like we have the carrying capacity. Now that is a very welcome notification. Because what that means is that we can levy this up, we can pause a bunch of these buildings and focus on... Unfortunately, that means we're not going to get planks. But we can focus on getting logs. This is just waiting on the logs as well. Keep the dynamite coming in there, boys and girls. It's really interesting because it seems like sometimes if they haul the dynamite, then someone else has to come out and build it. We got another big one coming in, though. Start raising this up. Here comes the potato harvest and some more carrots. Oh, I just stopped. I should have done that at night, shouldn't I have? Well, the beavers were not working. A drought's going to be great, though, provided that we can survive it. I think we've got a good chance unless they go really hard on us. Where are you going? Oh, you're going out here. Okay. There's something about that that's extremely satisfying. I don't know what it is. It's very satisfying. Now the question is, do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. Kind of just like carving this area of the canyon out. So in order to mitigate that, we'll do something like this. Okay, do we have everything ready for this drought, you guys? I'm still concerned. Oh yeah, we need to go up a little bit more here. We'll max this out. Keep everything green, but max it out. We're gonna lose some productivity. We'll make sure that this is all set up by the time that we go live next. This drought hits us. Kind of thinking about setting some explosives up here as well. Just make sure we can get up to it. Yeah. So here's what we'll do. And then we'll mark these as chewable, like most good vitamins. Oh, hey, the centrifuge is up and running. This takes logs and bad water to produce extract. I think I want to pause this for now. Whoa. Well, interesting. We've got this marked as a tree cutting area. I guess we did have it marked for tree cutting at one point. We can probably undo that now. I think this is going to be... Let's make that a little higher priority to get done. You know? Lots of beavers doing 19-hour days to keep the colony going. We'll drop down to a regular speed for just a wee bit here. This should be max. Yeah. Just waiting on logs. I changed my mind. Can we get up to 90.9? It might flood. Yeah, it floods. Okay, well, we want water, but we don't want to be wasteful with it, guys. All right, so the reason that I marked these trees as cuttable is I'd like to chew a path over here. And then we'll actually start putting some explosives down, and I'm going to widen this area of the river out. And specifically, get rid of this garbage right here. So this is just going to be kind of like a nice big pool that we can use for more water storage during the drought. Because this is great, but you never can have too much water. At least that's the way that I'm looking at things. Might be the wrong way to look at it, but that's the way that I'm looking at it right now. It's actually putting out a lot of science. Already back up to 1.9k. We didn't spend all of it last time I was looking, though. So, let's do paths and structures. I feel like that might be... Finery takes food and water and turns it into fuel, is what it looks like. A Bart pot. Bot part factory. And a bot assembler. That might be interesting. That'll keep our industries going. Right, without having eaters. We could do the mud pit. You know? Got plenty of decorations that we haven't done. Here's that drought that we were talking about. Not sure what to spend my science on. And even if this floods just a little bit, I'm okay with that. Might flood a lot bit. Looks like it's not really flooding just yet, though. This is definitely going to slow down. Excellent. Lots of beavers growing up now. Pause some of this stuff. The gear workshop, lumber mill. We can have these beavers focus on hauling. lumberjacking, harvesting. Make sure that these flags can actually get to... Oh no, they can't. Sorry. Throw some more flags down there, I suppose. We'll do one. One flag is okay, right? So I think this is a new patch. They did some basic stuff to it to kind of make... I'm noticing that the construction site is dangling off of the end, which is kind of nice. Hey, look at that. That's great. Unpause that one. And that kind of maxes out... Got all of our antidotes here. That kind of maxes out everything. The observatory's working. And this is an 8-day drought. So I think we can manage. I'm not... Like, we have plenty of water. I think we'll be fine with water. We could actually pause all of the pumps and do a kind of an experiment to see how much water the colony drinks. But we're not going to see a food source interruption. We will see... Will we see a bread interruption? No, because we've got this powered over here. I wonder if we can link these guys. I'm gonna duplicate, focus. It'd be nice if you could link these buildings, the power wheels, to certain buildings. So if you pause, like, say, the grist mill, like the workers there that are on the power wheels just go cycle off and do something else for a while. Would be definitely a useful little thing to have happen. Yeah, okay, so they're grabbing yeah, that's great. So they'll run across here. They'll pick up metal, and then just take the zip line back home. They'll probably drop here and then have to go up to the metal storage, but I think it's up here. Yeah. We're gonna get a whole bunch of scrap metal here that we can't use. Contemplating making another set of dams right along here. In fact, I think that's going to be a high priority for us here. Let's do another dam right along this area. And by dam, I mean floodgate. And there's not a good way to get over to that area right now. So I guess we're going to have to put in a little road. Plenty of logs for that. This thing better be done then. Oh, whoops. The construction section going down to the bottom is going to take a little while for me to get used to. I'll tell you that right now. Now the question is, will I be able to get... Will I need to knock these trees out to make a little stairwell there? We'll see if that works. If not, I suppose we'll be fine. Let's drop a little bit of water back down. can hit all of that stuff. It's great. Okay, so you guys harvested the berries. So, be gone. What I think we'll do here, too, is... I guess I have to remove these. Let's do berries in its place. Oh, I actually have to remove them, huh? We're not really using them. So we'll do that, and then we'll put berries in its place, because we can definitely use that. It's a fast cycle food source. You know? We got the logs going in here. This is great. That'll be a little bit higher priority, but we're almost out of planks. Oh, we are out of planks, excuse me. And there's no current way for us to get another set of planks. Primarily because I don't want to build another power wheel and make beavers run on it. That is too far, huh? How about that? Wonder what that means then. Does that mean we're gonna have to, like, build a... Yeah, we'll have to build a path out there. I can't really do it underneath the planted explosives, though. So... we'll just wait for that to happen, I suppose. You guys are... Oops. Hauling. There's my builder's hut. Yeah, we'll have a bunch of vacancies there, but we'll just know that those vacancies aren't... They're kind of faux vacancies, right? Because we've got a whole bunch of beavers that are dedicated to hauling now. 72% on the wheat. Pause these guys too. $17 logs. Yeah, look at that. Making short work of this area, I'll tell you that. Bunch of logs there. Just want to widen this area out. Maybe even make this... Oh, that's a good idea. I just thought of what we're going to do here. So what we'll do is we'll widen this area out, and then we're going to use it to do some water farming. Farming in the water, as it were. Let's let some more of this water out here. Seems like we're actually pretty... We can pretty easily sustain ourselves in a fairly long drought. I mean, this is a long one. This is a longer one. I think this is probably one of the longest that the colony's endured. And from what I'm seeing here, we've got... Everything's kind of proceeding on as normal. Do we have... Checking the efficiency on this guy here. 81%. That's not the efficiency. Productivity, that's what I meant. 75%. Meh. Could be worse. You're waiting on bad water? What are you waiting on? You've got plenty of bad water. Oh, there's just 5 explosives. This thing's almost done. But it's out of... Oh, we're waiting for planks. Yep. As you do. $1.9K for food, which is great. Yeah, this is going really smoothly, you guys. I'm quite surprised. At some point, we will have to reimagine this zipline network. I think once the colony expands a little bit, we need to pull... I think we need to pull some of these buildings up out of this area. Maybe cut another channel for water, so that this area out here is just food production. I think that would be pretty darn cool. Lots of potatoes coming in. 36 logs. This is great. We can actually make some progress. We are making progress on this over here, which is good. I might want to do some blasting over here, too. Just looking at this. I don't know if we can get up to that, but we'll work on it. Let's see. So, if I want to build contamination barriers, that will keep our bad water from contamination from spilling out. And then we can run levees all along this way. I kind of like... dynamite landscaping. There we go. So that'll be a 3-wide channel, pretty much, that drops off this direction here. Something that I'm also thinking about now. Pause you. My goodness. We need to give them a way to get over there. Maybe we do something like this. Cut that one tree, please. And, oops. We'll do another one like that. Clear this planting area as well, so they don't get replanted. And then this is going to be just a little stairwell. And we'll build some levees out here. So basically it'll just be a bad water redirect. What do these take? Planks and metal blocks. So those won't actually go together just yet. We can sure do that, though. I'll tell you that much. Tons of explosives, guys. Tons of explosives. Not quite ready to light this candle over here. I'm gonna do this. The dirt excavator. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how this works. Terrain block. We'll do the tunnel too. Okay, so a heavy-duty mining rig for collecting dirt. It will continue to produce dirt even after reaching the bedrock. Requires 200 HP. So we could just, like, throw it down, like, here. 100 gears, 100 treated planks, and 50 metal. High chance of injury. Could put it out here. I don't know. I'm not convinced that's what I want to do with it, but we do... You know what? Heck, it is what we want to do with it. We're gonna make it low priority. That's a lot of gears. The metal blocks won't be a problem. We need some water. Ankh was not paying attention. Oh, you're done? Okay. Get rid of that guy. And now we can put some paths out here. And we can get rid of these guys here. Let's see. Stairs. And then what we'll do is we'll start blowing some stuff up. Landscaping. Landscaping indeed. Roll through all of the oak. Okay, so they are in the process of constructing this. We're just going to be out of planks. So this one will just make it no resistance. But yeah, we got all the logs set. We just need the planks. So once the drought is over and all of our industry comes back online, then we'll definitely be able to do that. Let's fill this area up. Let's drop a little bit more in there. A little bit of sloshing up in the reservoir is to be expected. One more row. One more row. Then this will happen. Our bad water redirect is... Oh, they're actually putting all of the... Putting all the metal blocks out. Very clever little creatures. Interesting that they started on that one, but that makes sense, I guess. We need to make a bypass to get past over here. You know what? Actually, we don't. We can leave this road. Hungry beaver right there. Hungry and thirsty. Is he up all night? Might have been up all night. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be the biggest explosion yet. I'm excited. Is that going to be too much? A little worried. It might be too much. No, it won't be too much. It'll be just right. Waiting for the second wheat harvest to come in. So we have a massive amount of carrots coming in. These are the highest priority, you guys. Let's set some of these guys off. Oh, cool. That's excellent. That's up and running. We will delete this one next and put a path there. And then we'll have to go out and do these two almost immediately after that. This is such a cool looking building. It really is. Definitely. There it goes. Alright, folks. Well, the beavers are finishing their day of work, and the drought is going to be over tomorrow. So I think this is where we leave it for Cycle 12. Thank you for joining me here on Ankh Plays. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have. And as you go on about your day, well, hey, you know what? Don't forget to hit someone with a little bit of kindness. We'll see you next time.